All right, we're honored to finally meet the great Stewart Rhodes here in Tampa, Florida. Stewart, what do you think of the event so far?
It's pretty good. It's always good to be around other patriots and hardcore Ron Paul supporters.
So you are a leader in the movement with the Oath Keepers. What events are going on this weekend? We understand that there's been some disruption with the Veterans for Ron Paul March. So what other things can we look forward to for those of us that are here?
Well, I'm not really up on that. I've been following the detention of the Marine veteran Brandon Robb. It's been kind of my focus the last few days. We just got here, so I'm not really up to speed on what's going on. Wouldn't surprise me though. I think you can expect an increase of police state type behavior. It gets worse every time.
What are your thoughts on the large foreign troop drill that took place in Tampa several months ago with over troops from over 95 countries?
Right, and this has been going on for years, and unfortunately, like even in Montana where I live, you had Uzbekistani troops in there a few years ago doing drills with the National Guard. I don't like it because what it does is it conditions the U.S. troops to work alongside foreign officers, and then they learn our road system. It's all kinds of dual use. It's always said, you know, it's a training to go back home and do something at home, but it has dual use.
How would you advise people that want to get involved to also safeguard their freedom and not say anything irresponsible that may result in a knock on the door? How do we create that balance to where we're...
Don't worry about that. Use your free speech. As long as you're not threatening someone with violence or anything like that could be chargeable with a crime, then I say don't worry about it. And if they're going to arrest you or put you in a mental hospital because of your free speech, bring it on. You know, we can't let ourselves be silenced. If you let yourself be silenced, you lose right there. So, you know, if you're not willing to speak up, don't fool yourself that someday you'll be ready to fight the revolution. Right now, this is the revolution. It's a revolution of the mind. That comes first. So don't be a coward. Don't self-censor and show your own speech. Speak up. But yeah, be smart about it. Don't threaten people. Don't do anything that can be construed as a threat against a particular person, place, or thing. They could charge you with a crime for that. That's not protected speech. So just know where the lines are and don't cross those. As long as you're not threatening somebody with violence, then you can be able to speak your mind.
And last question, is there something specific that you're concerned could be coming down the line? I saw your interview with Chris Matthews, and I know there's certainly a reason why you have the 10 tenets of things that the Oath Keepers will not participate in, and one of those is working with foreign troops. That you will not do that. So
right. Well, our biggest concern is that all of the power that has been expanded in the executive branch unconstitutionally, but there it is, since 9/11. There's been a vast increase in power of the executive government, executive branch, and also the military with NORTHCOM. But now it's being swung inward on Americans. Like, for example, the recent Small Wars Journal article by Colonel Benson at Fort Leavenworth, where he says his hypothetical for domestic use of the military is to stop a Tea Party uprising in South Carolina. And so one of the things we're doing now in the billboard campaign, and the very first billboard is going to be at Fort Leavenworth, right in front of where this guy works, addressing him directly. And then after that, it's going to go on to the Marine Corps bases and Army bases and talk straight to the troops. This is your oath, honor your oath, and what it says is refuse to detain American citizens, NDAA is treason. And so this is a billboard campaign. If folks want to help, they can donate to the particular billboards, they can donate to our general billboard fund, or they can go get a billboard themselves. They can go square away a billboard in their neighborhood or their area around a base where they want to target, and then come let us know. We'll provide the artwork for free. So it's not about us making money, it's about getting the billboards up. What do we got to do? So go get a billboard, we'll give you the artwork, and rock and roll. The other thing we're doing is we're doing an Oath Keepers movie as well. Jason Rink, who produced the Nullification movie, he's going to be doing one now for Oath Keepers. It'll be our flagship outreach tool to the troops. And we're going to give that out like candy. Let's give it out to the troops. And once the troops get that dose, it's like, you know, the whole freedom movement's all about education, right? Once you're awake and aware, this is the one thing I want to say to all the Ron Paul people out there, is there's one thing that has happened, is that once you've taken the red pill and woken up, you are now lost to the political elites. They're never going to get you back. And that's what we want to do with the military. We want to open them up, open their eyes, wake them up, and make sure that the elites no longer have control over their minds. When we do that, we win.
How can these people take the liberty movement forward beyond the November 2012 time frame?
Well, I'd say this is a big part of it. We're kind of FUBAR. which is fucked up beyond all repair, no matter whether it's friggin' Obama or whether it's Romney. They're both oath breakers, they're both traitors of the Constitution. Doesn't make a difference. Just like back in 2008, whether it was FUBAR, whether it was Obama or McCain, what's the difference? So we're in the same situation now, but it's a lot worse. Obama's begun to kill American citizens. We're heading for an economic collapse, which would be their big pretext. If you haven't seen the Gray State trailer, you should watch that. That's predicated upon a manufactured economic collapse that gives them the excuse for martial law. That's actually in our short time future if we don't put a stop to it. So I think the shortest track, what I would encourage you to put your energy into, is talking to the troops directly. If you convert all of them into liberty movement people, we win. Because they're the ones that have all the toys, they're the ones with all the weapons in their hands, and they can't do it without them. So that's my focus of effort, and I encourage all Ron Paul supporters to join us and join this effort. You can still keep fighting in your local GOP party if you want to, or working for local elections and state. That's where the real battleground is with that. Try to get a good sheriff and things like that are very important, but I do encourage you to put like half your time into reaching out to the troops. Because if you're worried about martial law, you're worried about economic collapse, what's more critical than making sure the guys with the guns understand what's right and wrong? Nothing's more important than that.
Very true. Thank you, Stewart.
All right, thanks a lot.